What's up, guys? Welcome back to Goshen's Games. I am Goshen, and today is Wednesday, so we are going to be having our video game discussion. Usually on Wednesdays I do a video game review for you guys. I will be doing that later on today as well. As of recording this, though, it is Tuesday night, and I'm doing this video first. This is a little bit different than what we usually do, guys, because like I said, usually I'll do a video game review for you, but right now we're going to do a video game discussion. And the main reason why we're doing this is because of E3. E3, guys, if you don't know what E3 is a big expo or convention where all the different companies come to basically show everybody their newest games, their new systems, and all these things that are coming out, usually within the next year or two. So games that were announced maybe last year, now we get to see actual gameplay of it. Games that we've known about for a while, now, like, as we come closer to actually having a release date, we get to see more of it. And then of course, then we have brand new stuff that comes out as well, guys. So stuff that we didn't even know. Maybe there were some rumors or there's some speculations, but we actually get confirmation at E3 for a lot of different things. So what I'm going to be doing is I have the whole list of games that are confirmed to be either available to play at E3, or will have a trailer or some sort of gameplay video or announcement that's going to be in E3. And I have a list as well of some rumored unconfirmed games that should be at E3 that hopefully are. So I'm gonna go through this list. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna talk briefly about some games. I'm gonna skip over some of the games, like the lesser known games, or some of the games that we don't really care about. And again, that's my opinion on it. Cause let me take my glasses off, because my glasses are like causing a glare. So that's my opinion on some of the games. You might care about some of these games. I don't know. I will put a link down in the description where you can take a look at the full list, because if I go through the full list and I talk about each and every game, it's going to be a very long video. So I'm going to try to compress this as much as possible. Without further ado, let me get the list up so we can go through this list. Okay, so I'm going to go through it, and we are going to... I'm going to say what platform it's available on, as well as... if there's any pre-order news on it. And I'm sorry, I gotta put my glasses back on. It's been a long night, guys. I just got out of school, so we're gonna go through this. Okay, so I'm gonna skip over the first couple games, because the other thing is that it doesn't tell me who the developer is, which I would actually like if they told me who the developer is. Let me see if I can pull that up in the meantime while I'm going through the list, and if I can, that'd be really cool. If not, it is what it is. Nope, can't find it. It's all right. Okay, so let's go through the list. We have a new Assassin's Creed coming out, Assassin's Creed Origins. It's gonna be available in Standard, Deluxe, Steelbook Gold Edition, and a Gods Collected Edition. To be honest, I don't know about you guys, I'm kind of tired of the Assassin's Creed games. They come out like every year, or it feels like they come out every year. There's way too many of them. Personally, I think they should just stop and move on to something else. But that's me. We have a new Battlefield 1 coming out. Well, actually, it's an expansion of the previous one. I'm not big on first-person shooters, but those of you who are, I'm sure you guys have been pretty excited about that one. It's an expansion. It's available on the standard game, premium pass. It's going to be PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Assassin's Creed, by the way, same thing. PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Here, let's go down a little bit. Let's see. We have a new Call of Duty, World War II, PS4, Xbox One, PC, Standard and Digital Deluxe Edition. Let's see here. And like I said, I'm skipping over some of them, guys. I will have the full list available for you guys to take a look at, so don't worry about it. If you want to go ahead and check it out, you can. We have the Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy, which is available on the PS4 because it was a PS4 exclusive, guys, or a PlayStation exclusive. So available on the PS4 Standard Edition only, is available for pre-order at the moment. We have Days Gone, PS4 exclusive, standard edition. Death Stranding, PS4 and PC only, standard edition. Death Stranding, if those of you guys who aren't familiar with it, Death Stranding is created by the same creator who did Silent Hill, and it's starring Norman Reedus. Now, originally it was supposed to be it was supposed to be Silent Hills, which was, if you guys are unfamiliar with it, you should be familiar with it, was the PT demo, which received a lot of positive criticism, and it pretty much changed the way that horror games are looked at nowadays. And that's why we got Resident Evil 7, and it did so well the way that it did. Unfortunately, Silent Hills was canceled by Konami, and the creator and Konami basically had a dispute, and he went off on his own and created a new game with his own company. So the name of the game is Death Stranding. I'm actually really looking forward to it. It's supposed to be a really hyped up game, so hopefully it's going to live up to the hype. We have Destiny 2, PS4, Xbox One, and PC, available for pre-order already. Standard, deluxe, digital deluxe, game plus expansions. So probably a game plus a season pass, and then the collector's edition as well. We have a new we have a new Dishonored game, Dishonored 2. So PS4, Xbox One, PC, standard edition is available for pre-order. And then apparently there's another one, Dishonored 2, Death of the Outsider. I don't know if that's a separate game entirely. I'm not sure. I didn't really look into it, but that's something to look into later on, I guess, on your own time. So we have Dissidia Final Fantasy NT. I'm not sure exactly what that is. I need to check into that. Let me see if I can pull that up here. I know it's a fighting game. I know Dissidia is a fighting game. I'm not sure exactly like if it's a different version of Dissidia, but it's available on the PS4 only. Standard edition available for pre-order. So let's see what else we got. We got obviously Dragon Ball Fighter Z, or they're calling it Dragon Ball Fighters with a Z at the end. PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I believe they have it available at E3 to actually play, like the demo. So that's actually really cool. I would love to be able to get my hands on that demo. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to. I'm on the other freaking side of the country, so that's not going to happen. Let's see. We got new Etrian Odyssey. So Etrian Odyssey 5, which I'm kind of surprised about. I didn't even know that was coming out. Etrian Odyssey 5 Beyond the Myth. If you guys are unfamiliar with the Etrian Odyssey games, those are produced by Atlas. That's one of their standard dungeon crawler games that's available on the 3DS. It's like a staple for Atlas at this point. Usually when they're released, because it says standard editions available for pre-order. Usually when they're released, they do like a first day release. It comes in a special collector's or limited edition box, usually with the soundtrack, a little art book, and the game. So they package it up nicely for you guys. Those games are a lot of fun. Basically, a lot of the times in those games, besides being a dungeon crawler, they're standard turn-based RPGs with different classes. So it's a really fun game. If you guys never got into it, definitely you can pick them up. Let's see, we got Fallout 4 on the VR. I don't know how that would be, but it looks like it's going to be available for HTC Vive. I guess that's almost like their VR version. Fable Fortune, Xbox One and PC. Far Cry 5. I've never played the Far Cry games. I've heard good things about them, though. Available on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Standard, Deluxe, and Steelbook Gold Edition are the options there. We have the newest Fate game, Fate Extella, the Umbral Star, which, by the way, guys, if you guys never played it before, that Fate game is available on the PS4 and the PlayStation Vita at the moment. What they're announcing here is that it's going to be available on the Nintendo Switch, which is actually pretty cool. That's the first time that they put a Fate game on a Nintendo system. So I'm actually kind of curious to how that would play out. I don't have a Switch. One of the main reasons why I didn't buy a Switch is because the only good game that I would play would be Zelda. But there's a lot of games that are coming out for the Switch now, and we're going to get there, especially some really good ones. So that's one that if I didn't buy it already on the PlayStation Vita, which I got to do an unboxing of that because I got the big collector's edition, which is really nice. I might have, if I had a Switch, I might have gotten it on the Switch. Let's see, we got a new Final Fantasy 15 to add to the expanded universe, Monsters of the Deep, which is for the PlayStation VR. So I don't know much about that game. I don't know what it's going to entail, but it is to add to that universe. We got a new Fire Emblem on the Nintendo 3DS. Fire Emblem Warriors. That kind of sounds like Dynasty Warriors, to be honest. I think it is. If I remember correctly, I did remember reading about it. So I believe it's a like a Dynasty Warriors engine. So available on the Nintendo 3DS. Standard editions only available for pre-order at the moment. We've got new Forza Motorsport 7. There's been 7 of those already. Damn. New Gran Turismo. So I guess if Xbox is going to release a Forza, then freaking PlayStation is going to release Gran Turismo. So that's, they go hand in hand, I guess. We've got a new Harvest Moon on the PS4, Switch, and PC. I'm surprised it's on the PS4. Let's see. Let's see. What else we got? God of War. Now, I don't remember if that's a remake of the first one or if that is like a reboot. I'd have to look into that. But that's available on the PS4 only. Let's see. We got a new Pikmin game. That's surprising. I didn't even know a new Pikmin game was coming out. It's called Hey Pikmin on the 3DS. Pikmin games were always fun, guys. If you never played the old school ones on the GameCube, Pikmin games were kind of fun. So that's it might seem like a kiddie game, but still, it's kind of like a Lemmings game. If you guys go way back and know what the Lemmings are. So there's that. We got Horizon Zero Dawn. We got the DLC, The Frozen Wilds for the PS4. Should be available over there. I think either to demo it out or to or just a preview. Most likely just a preview. Here's another thing, guys. Fire Emblem Warriors, I did pull it up here, is made by the same team that did Hyrule Warriors. So the Zelda Dynasty Warriors style game. So it is a Dynasty Warriors type of game. So I guess that kind of confirms it there. Let's see here. Switch, please. Thank you. And I think let me check something else. Oh no, that's something else. Okay. So let's go back down. Oh, nope, went too far. Okay. So, like I said, Horizon Zero Dawn, we have the DLC coming. Here's one, guys. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I know many of you have. Since 2004. Okay, 2004 Part 2 came out. At E3 this year, Kingdom Hearts 3 will be, should be available to play a demo on the PS4 and Xbox One. Already, I believe there is, you can pre-order the standard version of it. I'm going to check to see if they announced the release date while we're talking here. I've been waiting a long time. So many side games, so many extra in-between things going on. Dude, too many, to be honest. Too many, because I am so tired. I want to continue on with the story of Sora and company. And it's been a long time coming. I mean, they gave us a what's it called? They gave us a trailer a while ago, and that was it. We didn't hear anything from them after that. It was like, yeah, here's a trailer. We're gonna tease you a little bit, and you're not gonna hear anything else from us for a long time. So now we have actual gameplay and hopefully a nice demo over there at E3. As of right now, I don't see a release date for it, but hopefully we will get one soon, because a lot of times, guys, once these games drop on E3 and they drop with a gameplay or with a gameplay demo, we will see them shortly available on like GameStop and Amazon. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep it in mind when you're watching E3 and all that stuff. We got a new Kirby game on the Switch, which that's kind of exciting. The last game, Kirby Yarn, actually did pretty well. So that's something to, if you're being Kirby, something to pick up when it comes available, of course. New Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Or no, actually it's 2 games in one. Superstar Saga and Bowser's Minions. Superstar Saga was actually a pretty good game. So that might be something to look into, a little bit closer once it actually comes out, see if you want to get it or not. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, the new Marvel vs. Capcom game that, there's been a lot of talk about. It's going back to 2v2 on the Marvel vs. Capcom scene, which we haven't seen since X-Men vs. Street Fighter and the original Marvel vs. Capcom. So back to 2v2, so less chaotic. I didn't mind the chaos. It was actually kind of fun. That's going to be available on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. It'd be kind of fun if they had it on Switch, but it doesn't look like they're going to do that. Available for standard and digital deluxe for pre-order. Let's see here. We have... Here's a good one. Here's a big one, guys. Here is a big one. Okay. I did a video game review on the first game of this. Now, which is really surprising... I'm really surprised they're doing this. Metroid Prime 4. Metroid Prime 4 is coming out on the Switch. Now this is why I said, okay, I didn't get a Switch before. I'm kind of leaning to wanting to get a Switch now because of Metroid Prime 4, as well as Breath of the Wild and some other games. Now I'm gonna have some more news on Breath of the Wild in a minute, Zelda Breath of the Wild. But Metroid Prime 4, guys. Oh my god, that is such big news. Such big news. There hasn't been a Metroid game since Other M on the Wii, which tanked, by the way. In all fairness, it wasn't like the side-scrolling game portion of Other M was actually pretty good. When you got the first person in the game, it was kind of clunky on the controls. It was like way backward leap from Metroid Prime. The Metroid Prime series was phenomenal, guys. The trilogy is phenomenal, and I'm so glad they're going back to it with Metroid Prime 4. I'm going to check right now to see if they're going to have a trailer for it, or if they're going to have actual gameplay demo. Or both. Let's see. Metroid Prime 4 returns to the first-person adventure roots of the original Metroid Prime game and introduces a new storyline that ties together the events of the Metroid Prime universe and takes things in a new direction. It doesn't say if it's going to be available for a trailer or not. Most likely it'll be a trailer. I don't see why it wouldn't be a trailer. Unfortunately, Metroid Prime 4 is not being developed by Retro, which it's kind of disappointing in my opinion, because Retro was, they did such a good job with the whole Metroid Prime series. But regardless, I'm sure they will do a good job with it. And I believe they have a trailer for it. And hopefully, like as I go through this and I discuss it, break it down individual games. If there's trailers available, I will link it in those videos. So we got another Metroid game as well, Samus Returns, which it sounds like to me, Samus Returns, that was Metroid Prime 2. So it almost sounds like it's a I'm sorry. It sounds like it's a remake of Metroid Prime 2. And if it is, there's nothing wrong with that. There isn't, because they remade the first one. If you guys aren't aware, Metroid Zero Mission is the remake of the original Metroid game. So I'm down with that if they wanted to remake that, because that was back in the Game Boy, not Color, just Game Boy. So let's see, the reimagining of her 1991 Game Boy Adventure. So that is Metroid 2. Guys, that is awesome. Metroid 2 was rated as one of the best Metroid games to ever come out. So that's super exciting. Available on the 3DS. Let's keep going. And I'm sorry I stayed a little bit of time on the Metroid games there. That's because that's a big announcement, and I'm sorry that this video is going for so long. I can't help it, man. It's just so exciting. Next big game, Ni no Kuni 2. I enjoyed the Ni no Kuni games, except except that the battle system got too repetitive. As a whole, it was a decent game. Could it have been better? Yes, and I hope that they made improvements with Ni no Kuni 2. I've already seen the trailer for it. It looks beautiful. The first game was beautiful as well, so I'm sure it'll be just as much fun, and I'm sure they improved upon the combat system. So that's going to be on the PS4. It says Standard Edition. I hope that they do a big collector's edition like they did with the first one. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the first one. It was so hyped that it got sold out right away. Let's see here. Pictologica Final Fantasy 3DS. That sounds like a picture game. That's weird. Let's see. We got a... This just says Pokemon Switch. I wonder what that is. Because that's different. It doesn't say like anything. It just says Pokemon Switch. This is the first mainline entry in the Pokemon franchise designed for the Nintendo Switch platform. Interesting. Does that mean that we're going to be getting something along the lines of like how Pokemon is on the handheld, but for the Switch? If it does, guys, let me know down below if that's something you'd be interested in. New Pokken Tournament for the Switch as well. It's called Pokken Tournament DX. The first one was kind of okay. Radiant Historia Perfect Chronology. That's too much of a mouthful. I'm excited about the game, guys. If you haven't watched my Radiant Historia review, go watch that. I'll put a link at the end of the video for it. Radiant Historia was a fantastic game on the Nintendo DS. Radiant Historia, the Perfect Chronology, that's how you say it. I don't know if my tongue's getting tied. Perfect Chronology is a remake of the original one, and it's going to be available on the Switch and 3DS, which is super cool. Super exciting. It says Standard Edition. A lot of times, because this is an Atlas game, a lot of times Atlas, like I said with the Etrian Odyssey, they tend to package things up like first day release. This might be packaged up first day release because the original one was. Next game on the list, Red Dead Redemption 2, a long-awaited sequel to a very good game on the PS4 and Xbox One. Let's see here. We have... Go down. Okay, Shadow of the Colossus. Looks like they're remaking that game for the PS4. So that was a good game. That's like playing a game that's just boss battles. Completely just based on boss battles, and there's a lot of strategy in beating those bosses. So that was a good game back on the PS2. So they're remaking it on the was it PS2 or PS3? I don't remember. But either case, it was a very good game, and they're remaking it for the PS4 or maybe porting it HD. Either case, very good game. Definitely something to look into. Let's see. Now, here's another good one. Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey Redux. Strange Journey. Okay, Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey was available on the Nintendo DS. This is available on the 3DS. It's a remake, a 3DS remake of Strange Journey, which is a phenomenal game. If you guys have not played Shin Megami Tensei games, this is a very good game. It's a it's not a sequel, it's a spin-off of the main series. Because you have the main series, Shin Megami Tensei 1, 2, Shin Megami Tensei 3, which was Nocturne, Shin Megami Tensei 4, which was that one right there, if you can see on my poster. That, and then Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse, which was a sequel spin-off to Part 4. So that one's definitely a good one to look into, and I suggest picking it up as well. Once again, it's an Atlas game. You can see in the corner of the poster, if you can see the poster. It's an Atlas game, and again, they tend to package it and as a limited edition first day release. We have Skyrim coming out for the Switch, which is actually really cool. Hopefully Skyrim for the Switch is not limited to online only. Maybe they can do like an offline game so you can play it wherever. I'm sure they will. That's actually pretty cool. We have Sonic Mania, which is a new Sonic game coming out. on the PS4, Switch, Xbox One, and PC. And then we have another one which I've been waiting for, South Park: The Fractured Butthole. They previewed it 2 years ago at E3. They previewed it again last year at E3 with gameplay this time, and like a whole new trailer. It was rumored for quite some time that the game might have been canceled because it kept getting pushed back on the release date. We have a real release date for October now. The game is coming out. The reason why it got pushed back because they were putting more content. So it's available on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Standard Edition, Steelbook Gold, Remote Control Mobile Edition, kind of weird, and Digital Gold. We got a new Spider-Man game coming out on the PS4. I know a lot of people are excited for that. Probably my cousin at News to Astonish, he'll probably pick that up. We got Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm excited because they put campaign mode into the game again. Oh, I'm so excited about that. So now I'll actually buy it and play it, because Battlefront 1 I didn't even bother with as much as I was looking forward to that. Let's see what else we got. We got a new Super Mario game, Super Mario Odyssey for the Switch. Again, going back to the whole reasons why I would buy a Switch. This is another one of those games. We have, let's see, Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind, which I think is an expansion. And then they have a phone game for Elder Scrolls Legends. Another good one, guys. Kind of good one. I say kind of because Evil Within 2. Evil Within is created by the original creator of Resident Evil. He left Resident Evil, or Capcom, and decided to do his own games, after the Resident Evil series. And that's where the whole Resident Evil series, in all honesty, started going down, is when he left the team. So he created Evil Within 2, which is a really creepy game. The only problem I have with Evil Within 2 is the way the camera moves so much, like it's too shaky, and it kind of makes me sick. The game itself is a really good game, though. Like the story and the horror within the game is actually really good. So Evil Within 2, I'm hoping that it's going to be a very good game. It should be. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so now Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild DLC coming. So that's going to be available at E3 for us to take a look at and preview. Most likely, I don't think they're going to actually have any game, like any demos for us to play. PS4 Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, the new Uncharted game. Unfortunately, not featuring Nathan Drake, but still, it's Uncharted. It should be a good game. Another reason to buy a Switch. I keep saying it's another reason to buy a Switch. Xenoblade Chronicle 2. Guys, Xenoblade Chronicle is a fantastic series. On the Nintendo Wii, we had Xenoblade Chronicle release, and the only reason why it came out here was Operation Rainfall. So it took a long time to bring that game over. It came towards the end of the Wii's lifespan. Fantastic game. I got off of playing MMORPGs, but then I started playing Xenoblade Chronicles, and Xenoblade Chronicles feels like an MMORPG, so that's why it just feels so natural. Like, it's an expansive world in the first one, and then Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is on the Wii U, expansive world, guys. Like, it's like Fallout, but it feels like an MMO. Oh, guys, I have nothing but good things to say about that series. Really nothing good but good things. We also have another Yoshi's Island coming out on the Switch as well. So that's going to be it for the confirmed games. Like I said, I'm going to put the full entire list in the description down below for you guys to take a look at. I know this video is long, but there's just so much to talk about. Now, rumored games coming to E3. Rumored. It's not confirmed. They may sneak this in, okay? Borderlands 3 is a rumored game that they're suspecting will make an appearance at E3. So Borderlands 3, PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Final Fantasy VII, the remake, available on the PS4, or will be available on the PS4, is rumored to come back to E3. I don't see why they wouldn't, especially with how well the sales of Final Fantasy 15 did. I don't see why they wouldn't put 7 in E3. It would just be a perfect time to bring it over and announce when the first part of the game is going to be available to purchase. And I say first part because those of you who aren't aware, Final Fantasy VII, it's so large of a game the way that they're doing it. They're remaking from the ground up the entire game. So because the games are going to be so large, it's going to be broken up into different parts or different episodes. But each game will be a full-length game. Let me say that one more time. Each Final Fantasy VII game or part or episode will be a full-length game. What does that mean? That means you're looking at an RPG that when you put them all together, because it's supposed to be rumored to be either 3 or 4 parts, when you put them all together, if it's a full-length game each one, because a full-length game then for an RPG would be anywhere between 40 and 50 hours, you're talking about having Final Fantasy VII go from being a 60-hour game in the original PS1 to now being about a 160-hour game. That's crazy. But if that's true, I would love it. I would absolutely love it. Another one is Resident Evil 2 Remake from the ground up. It's a ground up remake that they announced about 2 years ago before Resident Evil 7. So they brought it back to E3 last year. It's rumored that they're going to bring it back this year, maybe with an announcement date. So anyways, those are the games. I will have them available for everybody to take a look at the entire list. Those are the games that are confirmed and rumored to be in E3. I'm so excited. I'm not gonna be watching everything from E3, but I will keep an eye out for some of the games that, you know, or some of the developers for the ones that I enjoy the most, like Atlas, PlayStation, stuff like that. So E3 is still going on, guys. I know that they've announced and done some of the stuff. Today was the first day of E3, and again I say today because this is Tuesday, even though this is going up on Wednesday. But today is the official first day because they had some press release beforehand over the weekend. So it's the first official day open to the public, and it goes on until Thursday the 15th. So guys, thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed this list, and I'm sorry, it's a long video, it's half an hour video. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I will have the full list on the description below. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I will catch you guys in my next video, my next live stream. You guys have a great, fantastic day. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.